Hello. Isang mapagpalang araw po sa ating lahat. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is DJ Master. This time po, ipipicture natin yung katatapos ng nalaban ng ating pambansang kamao na si Manny Pacquiao versus Yordenis Ugas po. Dito makikita nyo po yung laban ng ating pambansang kamao na talagang iba na. Hindi ko na po makita yung dating Pacquiao na hinahanap ko pong mabilis, maliksi, yung timing, yung power, yung stamina, hindi ko po nakita ngayon itong laban na to. Siguro ito na yung tamang panahon para i-consider ni Pacquiao yung kanyang siya yung magretiro na talaga. Bigyan niya ng pagkakataon naman dyan yung mga mas bata na ating mga kababayan. Andiyan sila John Riel Casimiro, yung angas ng Pinas, si Mark Magsayo na nanalo. Knockout po yung kalaban. Ayan po, yung suportahan natin. Aminin natin na si Pacquiao ay hindi na talaga bumabata. 42 na po siya at this coming December, 43 na. Siguro sa dami ng impact na tinamo niya sa tagal niya sa pagboboxing ay siyempre kahit pa paano may epekto po yon. Ang wish ko lang sa kanya, sana hindi magkaroon ng problema kanyang kalusugan sa mga natamo niyang tama kay Ugas dahil matitindi mga tama sa ulo Talaga marami siyang sinalo. Kasi yung nakaraang laban niya kay Turman po, mabibigat din po yun. Palagi ko may epekto yun. Siyempre naalog ang utak mo. Tsaka, kasi ngayon ang tanong ko kung gaano pa kaya ni Pacquiao na tumanggap ng mga suntok ng kanyang kalaban kasi hindi na siya bata. Diba? Dati kaya niya pang ngayon. Iba na. Stamina. At tapos marami pang distraction. Meron pa siyang politika na maugong na may balak siyang tumakbong presidente. Nako, Diyos ko po. Senator Pacquiao, pag-isipan mo maigi yung kung talagang may plano kang tumakbo. Hindi po ganun kadali ang maging isang presidente. Hindi po ito katulad ng boxing. Babalikatin niyo po ang buong problema ng Pilipinas. Lalo ngayon, pandemic po tayo, napakaraming problema. Kaya kung sa akin lang po ang ipapayo ko sa inyo pagtuloy niyo na pansin na yung family niyo dahil matagal na kayong sa boxing, di ba? Laking ginawa, training laban. Siguro ito na para ma-enjoy niyo naman yung pinaghirapan niyo. Narating niyo na yung tugatog ng tagumpay sa larangan ng boxing, naging 8th Division World Champion kayo, 4-time welterweight champion. Narating nyo na yung popularidad, yung yaman, pati sa politika. Siguro, yung tutusi, wala na kayong dapat pang hilingin pa no? Sobra-sobra na yung biyaya na binigay sa inyo ng Panginoon. Ilan po. Eto, panoorin nyo po talagang para makita nyo kung yung sinasabi ko totoo hindi. Kayo na po ang humusga. Eto po.
And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time for the main event of the evening. Introducing to you first on my right, he is fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks with red trim, fighting out of Miami, Florida, by way of Santiago de Cuba in Cuba. He weighed in at the welterweight limit of 147 pounds. His record stands at 26 wins, 4 losses, with 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the 2008 Olympic bronze medalist tonight making the first defense of his world title. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the current reigning and defending WBA welterweight champion of the world, introducing 54 Milagros, Yordenis Ugas. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, really needing no introduction the world over. Wearing white trunks trimmed with flames. As the boxing senator, he is fighting out of and proudly representing the Sarangani province in the Philippines. He weighed in at a trim and ready 146 pounds. As a true icon of boxing, his record stands at 62 wins, 7 losses and 2 draws, with 39 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the 4-time welterweight world champion and boxing's legendary and only 8-division champion of the world, introducing the one and the only Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. And our referee in charge now to give instructions, Russell Mora.
Trunks here are good. Trunks here are good. Anything below this belt line is a foul. Gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to remind you, protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands. God bless you both. Touch up.
An electric atmosphere here in Las Vegas. Manny Pacquiao, at 42 years of age, the senator from the Philippines. There is his wife, Jinky, watching intently as she watches her husband compete for the 72nd time. Will we see the old Manny Pacquiao, or at 42 years of age, could we see an old Manny Pacquiao? Yordenis Ugas looking to shock the world, and we are underway here in Las Vegas. Ray Flores ringside here at T-Mobile Arena. Immediately starting strong with the jab is Yordenis Ugas, but coming in with the lefts, immediately moving forward is Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao, so explosive, quick, has dynamite in both hands. Freddie Roach made him a two-handed fighter to make his right hand destructive like his left. Yordenis Ugas, fundamentally sound, Cuban bronze medalist in 2008 for Cuba in Beijing. And he looks to be considerably the bigger man. We don't have an unofficial scale, but I would gather to say that Ugas probably looks like 160. Well, the Ugas camp did say that they want to focus in on attacking the body of Manny Pacquiao to try to take away some of his legs and his speed, because Pacquiao, oh, there's a straight left, and Ugas got popped, but he wasn't in any danger. He was just off balance. Couple of straight lefts that crashed right into the face of Ugas. Manny Pacquiao obviously has the faster hands, and now he's unloading. Ugas, though, pushes him off. There's the size difference, and there's an overhand right that backed up Pacquiao. Ugas with the right hand that caught Pacquiao, but Pacquiao answers with the straight left right on the button. Ugas smiles at him. Just over the midway point of this, our first round. Already considerable action in the first several moments of this fight. There's a right to the body that backed up Pacquiao. Ugas is really focusing in on attacking the body of Pacquiao to try to take away some of the spring from the legs of Pacquiao. Pacquiao generates a lot of his power from his legs. You see those bulging calf muscles that have been so emblematic of him. Freddie Roach said that Manny Pacquiao in sparring looked tremendous. He knocked out 2 sparring partners over the past several weeks towards the end of training camp. We are under 40 seconds to go in the first round. There's a left to the body, and Pacquiao says, hey, come on, keep him up. What energy here at T-Mobile Arena for Pacquiao and Ugas. Stiff jab for Ugas. Ugas was successful against Abel Ramos by using a litany of jabs, and Ugas just pushes him down. And that ends the first round.
Corpes arriba, Corpes arriba. Seconds up.
Here's the push where Ugas got a little tied up and then just pushed Manny Pacquiao off of him. Round 2, this one is scheduled for... Ugas with his jab. Everything with Ugas offensively starts off the jab. Pacquiao uses a variety of different angles and tries to connect upon you from areas that you wouldn't conceive of thinking about. Double jab right in the face of Manny Pacquiao. You know, there was a rumor that was floating around earlier today about there being a bicep injury to Yordenis Ugas. Well, I think that has been put to bed with what we've seen, at least through the first round. Plus, as we're now into the second, as Ugas looks terrific. He looks totally healthy. And he pops Manny Pacquiao with the jab. This is a high-level chess match between these two, as they both respect one another. The explosive dynamite in the hands of Manny Pacquiao, the steadfast, high-level boxing ability of Yordenis Ugas. There's a counter right hand for Ugas. Ugas does not seem to be, he's not overwhelmed by the moment. There's a right to the body, backing up Pacquiao. But back comes Manny. Ugas seems to be comfortable in there, and he is naturally the bigger man, and he's the younger man. 70 seconds left here in the second. Pacquiao looking for those openings, but Ugas' defense has been superb here in this second round. His forearms are so massive that when he covers up, it really does a good job of protecting the face and, for the most part, the first half of the upper body of Yordenis Ugas. So not much of a free target for Pacquiao to land upon because of how big Yordenis Ugas is. There's a right to the body, and that backed up Pacquiao. But back comes Manny. Ugas' game plan, all right, that's backing up Pacquiao. Oh, boy. Ugas is backing up Pacquiao. And a right down the middle. Ugas looks fantastic here in the second. That body work is paying dividends. Ismael Salas, the Ugas camp, they said, well, Manny looks to be not as shredded as he's been in recent memory. We are going to test his conditioning and attack his body.
Punches up. Golpes arriba. Golpes up.
That ends the second. The right hands from Yordenis Ugas. Manny Pacquiao with a little bit of a cut, but it's not bleeding. It's a bruising underneath his right eye. We'll see if Pacquiao total punches landed thrown through the second round. Ugas 29 of 74 for a 39% connect percentage. Pacquiao 20 of 116 for a 17% connect percentage. And you would attribute that to the high-level defense and the ring IQ of Yordenis Ugas. Ugas has been awaiting a fight like this for his entire career, and now he has it. For Pacquiao, he's done this many times over again. Over 25 years as a professional prize fighter. But as you get up in age, you start to wonder, is that will Father Time ever catch up with Manny Pacquiao? There's a straight left for Pacquiao as a minute has elapsed here in the third. There's a right hand that caught the attention of Pacquiao. Ugas is showcasing and really sitting down in his punches, landing big shots. Even though they are knockout blows. And Ugas gets backed up momentarily by a quick combination from Pacquiao. Midway point of the third. Ugas seems to be extremely comfortable in there, but he knows that he has to deal. And now the chants of Manny echoing here in Las Vegas. But if you notice, Ugas is doing little subtle things, moving his head, a good footwork. It's those little slight feints, and he just gets popped with the straight left from Pacquiao. Under a minute to go here in the third. Now Pacquiao unloads, but a lot of them are partially blocked from Ugas. Ugas with a counter right hand, but back comes Pacquiao. He drives him to the ropes with a right hand, and now Pacquiao letting his hands go. A left followed by a right to the chest by Ugas to Pacquiao. Pacquiao took a big deep breath. Those body punches might be having an effect. There's a right on the top of the head of Pacquiao. Might have affected his equilibrium for a brief second. There's a couple of lefts, and Pacquiao going to the body of Ugas. Back comes Pacquiao, but Ugas counters with the right. Pacquiao looking to swarm Ugas, but Ugas plants his feet and delivers a counter right hand, and we are 3 rounds in. Ugas just landed a right to the body of Pacquiao. Pacquiao looking to unload. Wants you to keep moving. You see some bruising outside of the left eye of Manny Pacquiao. Earlier in the fight, he had bruising underneath his right eye. On we go to the 5th round. This one is scheduled for 12. Manny Pacquiao has been away from the ring for 25 months. Pacquiao, total punches landed 53 of 248 for a 21% connect percentage. Ugas, 54 of 131 with a 41% connect percentage. Pacquiao is throwing considerably more, which is no surprise, but Ugas has been the far more accurate of the two. Pacquiao doesn't seem to have the spring that he has had in the past, but he is still so dangerous. There's a straight left. But Pacquiao's work rate could be a significant something to watch, because if you're the judge, what do you favor? Do you favor the volume of punching of Pacquiao, or do you favor the clean, effective counter-punching of Yordenis Ugas, along with the fundamentals of him using his jab more than that of Pacquiao? And no doubt, Manny Pacquiao will let his hands go. There's a right hand connecting for Ugas. Midway portion of the 5th. Tense moments here in Las Vegas. This crowd came out to... There's a right hand for Ugas. A very one-sided crowd, all in favor of Manny Pacquiao for the most part. And clash of heads, potentially. Thankfully, no blood. They touch gloves under a minute to go here in the 5th. Double jab for Pacquiao, partially blocked by Ugas. At this pace, this favors Yordenis Ugas because it is calculated and methodical. This is not the kind of fight that Manny Pacquiao, who likes to engage in firefights. This tempo and pace favors Ugas more than anything, because it's very strategic and deliberate. There's a right-hand counter for Ugas. But Ugas, being the naturally bigger man, there's Pacquiao pounds away on the right glove of Ugas. Pacquiao unloading. Ugas smiles at him, and then he shook his head as to say, nope, nothing got through. There's a couple counter right hands by Ugas. Another counter right hand, but back comes Pacquiao. Pacquiao trying to end with a flurry, and that ends the 5th. Much to the delight of this partisan Pacquiao crowd. And that was towards the end of the round, and look at Ugas just stare down Manny Pacquiao. Both men locked in. The welterweight championship of the world on the line. Ray Flores here in Las Vegas. Yordenis Ugas, the champion, got elevated after the WBA stripped Manny Pacquiao of his title, the one that he captured by defeating Keith Thurman back in July of 2019, the last time Pacquiao was in the ring 25 months ago. Jabs landed. Pacquiao 23 of 168 for a 14% connect percentage. Ugas 32 of 111 for a 29% connect percentage. Ugas has not been overwhelmed by the moment, and he's settling in nicely. He's been very tactical in his offensive approach by using his jab and then letting his counter right hand go and also attacking the body of Pacquiao. Pacquiao has been able to dart in and out and is the one throwing more punches than that of Ugas, but he hasn't landed anything significant to Ugas, which would make Ugas, or which would hurt Ugas or be detrimental to Ugas moving forward in the fight. I think Manny's looking for a big shot to try to affect Yordenis Ugas. Now Pacquiao has a tight guard. He's trying to invite Ugas to him. So I think Pacquiao, he's like, instead of me attacking this guy, let me invite this guy to me and see if I can counter. So the strategies change here in the fight as you're seeing Pacquiao, who's almost inviting Ugas to come forward. And now chance of let's go Manny here at T-Mobile Arena. High-level excitement between two elite welterweights. There's a big right hand by Ugas, and you heard that. Ugas got all of that, a lot of leverage behind that shot. Under a minute to go here in the sixth. Big right hand by Ugas. Ugas looks razor sharp tonight. Double jab for Ugas. Ugas was a sizable underdog coming into this fight. Manny Pacquiao was over a 3-1 favorite. But Ugas didn't pay attention to the odds, said it doesn't matter. None of that affects me. I know what I'm capable of. Couple of lefts by Pacquiao. Final moments of the sixth. Ugas coming forward. He tags Pacquiao with the counter right hand. And Pacquiao trying to lunge in and get something, and that ends the sixth. We are halfway home. Not commit any errors. Round 7, this one is scheduled for 12. I think we have a close fight between Manny Pacquiao, Yordenis Ugas. Total punches landed, thrown through 6. Identical when it comes to landed, but Pacquiao has thrown nearly 200 punches more than that of Ugas. Power punches thrown through the 6th round. Pacquiao 50 of 183 for a 27% connect percentage. Ugas 39 of 63 for a 62% connect percentage. But Pacquiao is nearly tripling his power punch output when it comes to how much he is throwing. Judges, it all depends on what a judge favors. Do you favor the aggression, or do you feel the tactical counterpunching selective mindset of Yordenis Ugas? Pacquiao stepping forward, throws a combination, but back comes Ugas. What a sensational fight. Pacquiao steps in with a left. Couple lefts that didn't find their mark for Pacquiao, as we are coming up on 90 seconds to go here in the 7th. There's a right to the body, followed by a right upstairs. Ugas doing exactly what Ismael Salas told him. He goes, attack the body, and then come upstairs. He did exactly that in that sequence. 70 seconds remaining here in round 7. Ugas advancing forward, but Pacquiao flicking out that jab. He darts in, throws a left, and then gets out of the way. Double jab followed by the right, but Pacquiao blocked most of those shots. Pacquiao is planting his feet more instead of bouncing around as much. He is sitting down in his shots more against the naturally bigger men. I think he realizes he has to do that because of the fact that him bouncing in and out and not getting full leverage behind his shots is not going to hurt this guy because of how big he is. There is a massive size difference between these two. If you're Pacquiao, keep the fight in the center of the ring and use it to your advantage. If you're Ugas, I think Ugas is going to have to start to throw a little bit more because Pacquiao, with his volume and work rate, appears to be outworking him. And they end and fight at the bell. Manny Pacquiao will be 43 in December. Also said after this fight is over, and the jabs landed, Pacquiao 30 of 238 for a 13% connect percentage. Ugas 42 of 158 for a 27% connect percentage. Manny Pacquiao said that he will, after this fight, think about potentially running for president of the Philippines. I think he has to declare before the end of the fall. But right now, he has a big task ahead of him in Yordenis Ugas. There's a big right hand, a glancing shot for Ugas, but he got a lot behind that one. This is a Manny Pacquiao who's trying to adjust, as he is not used to, aside from, I mean, he's dealt with bigger men before, but that was when he was considerably younger. When he beat up Antonio Margarito, but that was a long time ago. We have 95 seconds left here in the 8th. There's a right hand for Ugas. Ugas is a little more aggressive here in the 8th compared to that of previous rounds. He is starting to come forward and now press the issue. And I think Pacquiao is content to counter at the moment. That's that combination go. Big right hand that snapped back the head of Pacquiao. Pacquiao's punches have not stung Ugas to a point. There's a right to the body by Ugas. Ugas has proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that he is an elite welterweight, and he's one of the best here at 147 with what we've seen thus far in the first 8 rounds against Manny Pacquiao. And Ugas taking this fight on 11 days' notice, replacing Errol Spence, who had an eye injury. We wish Errol all the best on a speedy recovery. There's a left hook connecting for Ugas. And Pacquiao looks to get that right back. When Pacquiao gets hit, he immediately goes into combat mode. He gets popped with a couple right hands, and Pacquiao pounds his gloves in frustration. There is Jinky Pacquiao, his wife. The right eye of Manny Pacquiao. Don't give them a gift, man. That's what Ismael Salas told Yordenis Ugas. They do translating as well. There's a big right hand to start the round, and I think that they started before the bell sounded. They touched gloves, sign of sportsman. between the two. Well, I mentioned at the start of the fight, as you see the total punches landed thrown through the 8th round, Pacquiao 97 of 521 for a 19% connect percentage. Ugas 104 of 279 for a 37% connect percentage. So Ugas, even though he's thrown less, he has landed more punches. We mentioned at the start of the fight, are we going to see the old Manny Pacquiao, or are we going to see an old Manny Pacquiao? I think it is somewhere in the middle. Is he what he once was? No, but he is still an elite welterweight in my estimation. And he's fighting Yordenis Ugas, a man who is fighting, in my opinion, and putting on the performance of his life. But I still think it could be a close fight. Especially depending on how the judges, what they favor from a scoring standpoint. There's a right hand for Ugas. But Ugas is starting to find his groove, without question. There's a right hand for Ugas. The defense of Ugas has been superb this evening. And Pacquiao doesn't have as much spring in his legs as he is used to exhibiting over the course of his 25-year career, 26-year career. 70 seconds left here in the 9th. And I don't just attribute that to age, I attribute it to the fact that early in the fight, Yordenis Ugas attacked the body of Pacquiao, really made it a point of emphasis to hammer away upon the left side of the ribcage of Manny Pacquiao and unload those right hands. The jab has been finding its mark for Yordenis Ugas as he backs up Pacquiao with a counter right hand, but Pacquiao unloads at close distance now. Pacquiao, he knows he's in deep waters against a very determined champion from Cuba, Yordenis Ugas. There's a right to the body by Pacquiao, but Pacquiao has faced his fair share of adversity in his career. Make no mistake about that. This is not foreign territory for the 8th Division World Champion in Manny Pacquiao. On to the 10th.
Okay. Vamos para el 10, ¿verdad? Cuando le ganen, rompe.
There is Yordenis Ugas' girlfriend, I believe. She's there supporting her man, the WBA welterweight champion of the world. As we head on to round 10, this one's scheduled for 12. Power punches thrown through the 9th round. Pacquiao 70 of 262 for a 27% connect percentage. Ugas 67 of 114. Extremely accurate, a 59% connect percentage. There's a chopping right hand by Ugas. And Ismael Salas telling him, I want you to be more aggressive. I think Salas feels that it could be a close fight. Pacquiao steps in with a combination, but back comes Ugas. Now they exchange. They're going toe-to-toe here in Las Vegas, and Ugas immediately ties up. Pacquiao loves this kind of style. This frenetic pace is something that he has enjoyed and embraced, and it has endeared him to fight fans all over the world. And now that exchange brings the crowd, and you hear the energy from the fans here at T-Mobile Arena. It woke them up because it was a calculated, deliberate fight, and that burst of energy and exchange from Pacquiao turned back the clock as we saw vintage Pacquiao. 95 seconds left in the 10th. And as we head down the stretch of this championship affair at 42 years of age, how will the legs and the conditioning of Manny Pacquiao hold up against an extremely focused and determined Yordenis Ugas? who is 7 years his junior. There's a counter right hand by Ugas, but Pacquiao stepped in and landed a glancing straight left. 65 seconds left in the 10th. What an excellent prize fight between two men who are extremely focused and have had their moments where they've been having some sustained success. Ugas shakes his head as to say, nope, I'm good. Pacquiao threw a straight left, and Ugas with a big overhand right. Pacquiao got out of the way of it. Under 30 seconds left here in the 10th. Final 10 seconds of the 10th round. We'll see if Pacquiao tries to get off, but he eats a big right hand from Ugas, but he steps in again. And now Pacquiao, when Pacquiao gets popped, he immediately tries to swing the fight back in his favor. Ugas' girlfriend enjoying what she's seen as we are on to the championship rounds between Yordenis Ugas and Manny Pacquiao. High-level prize fighting is what we are witnessing, with the welterweight championship of the world on the line between the champion from Cuba, Yordenis Ugas, and Manny Pacquiao, boxing's only 8th division world champion. For Pacquiao, you wonder how much steam he has left, and can he end the fight in spectacular fashion by really unloading combinations and letting his hands go. And for Ugas, he has fought a brilliant fight tactically, using his jab to start off his offense, and then also countering Manny Pacquiao with the right hand, as well as attacking the body early in the fight. For Pacquiao, he's been the one who has been throwing, obviously, considerable more punches. He's been aggressive in spurts. There's a left to the body by Pacquiao as he landed a big shot to hurt or disrupt the flow of Ugas. Not much, but Pacquiao could very well be piling up points in the eyes of the judges based on his work rate and his activity level that is considerably more than that of Yordenis Ugas. Jab by Pacquiao. There's a jab followed by a straight left for Pacquiao, landed right on the chin of Ugas. Big right hand by Ugas, but back comes Pacquiao. Pacquiao loves these toe-to-toe exchanges. The more tactical, plotting sort of fight is something that, I don't know if it was lulling him to sleep or making him think a little bit more, but Pacquiao loves, he has a zest for combat. And when Ugas has been willing to oblige, that's when you see Manny Pacquiao go back, and we witness the Pacquiao of the past 5 to 10 years that have been so emblematic over the course of his 25-year-plus career. There's a straight left by Pacquiao. There's a right hand on the left ear of Pacquiao. Pacquiao with some swelling underneath his right eye. Ugas has swelling underneath his left eye, largely in part to those straight lefts from Pacquiao. Final stages of the 11th. A riveting matchup, a big right hand for Ugas as we head down the stretch onto the 12th and final round. Scorecards and the fans coming to their feet, bruising outside of the left eyes of Manny Pacquiao. And if you notice, Pacquiao was breathing extremely heavy in between rounds. 12th and final round. Could this be the final round in the career of Manny Pacquiao? And with the result hanging in the balance, total punches landed, thrown through the 11th. Pacquiao 123 of 737 for a 17% connect percentage. Ugas 140 of 380 for a 37% connect percentage. Pacquiao has nearly doubled the punches thrown compared to that of Ugas. But Ugas has been the far more accurate of the two. There's a right hand by Ugas that caught the attention of Pacquiao. Pacquiao might have been off balance, but he smiles, and now Pacquiao looking to retaliate and respond. There's a right hand by Ugas. There is nervous energy here at T-Mobile Arena because this is a partisan Manny Pacquiao crowd. There's a big right hand by Ugas as he stepped in beautifully and got a lot of leverage behind it. 90 seconds left in the fight. There's a right hand by Ugas. And now they both tie up. Ugas wants to immediately wrap up with Pacquiao. Pacquiao's face bruised up, but he enjoys this. He just pounded his gloves, and you know that is a statement that he's trying to exert and give his all in these final moments of his welterweight championship affair against Yordenis Ugas. Big right hand by Ugas. Ugas is zeroing in on Pacquiao. Left hook that wobbled Pacquiao, but Pacquiao ate it. Ugas is trying to leave no doubt in the eyes of the judges here in this 12th and final round. And now the fans start to chant Manny. Blood outside of the left thigh of Manny Pacquiao, and it's starting to trickle. There's a right to the body by Ugas, but Pacquiao responds with a counter left. Pacquiao is now seeking out and trying to find Yordenis Ugas. A cut underneath the right eye of Pacquiao. What a moment between Manny Pacquiao and Yordenis Ugas. Both men fighting at such a high level. A right hand by Ugas. Ugas fought the fight of his life. Manny Pacquiao still Manny Pacquiao. What a fight here in Las Vegas. Ugas feels like destiny is within his grasp. Pacquiao feels as if victory should be his. Jinky Pacquiao, nervous indeed. There is the girlfriend of Yordenis Ugas. What a fight. And Yordenis Ugas with Ismael Salas' trainer, they go over to Manny Pacquiao. They embrace. Manny Pacquiao there with Boy Fernandez. And the feeling here that I am experiencing.
116 to 112. All three in favor of the winner. And still champion Yordenis Ugas.
So Yordenis Ugas gets the upset victory over Manny Pacquiao as he hands Pacquiao the 8th professional loss. What a monumental moment.
Yun, finally, siguro nakakita nyo na yung sinasabi ko na yun nga, yung Pacquiao na hinahanap natin, na dating Pacquiao na mabilis, yung may timing, power, yung stamina, na wala po lahat. Ay, siguro ito na talaga yung tamang panahon. Ito na, yung senyales na sinasabi niya. Eh, ang sagot niya kasi, may makikita nyo sa interview, na sabi niya, hindi siya sigurado, pag-iisipan niya, titignan yung performance. Saka nagpasalamat siya sa mga tao, sabi niya sana ay napasaya yung mga tao sa kanyang 20 years may kita career. Ayun. Isang mga pahiwatig na yun talagang ano. Kung ako tatanungin, dapat ito na talaga. Huwag niyo nang hintayin magkaroon pa siya ng problema sa health. Katulad nangyari kay Muhammad Ali, nagkaroon ng Parkinson syndrome sa utak na parang nagiging robot na yung kilos hanggat yun, namatay na si Muhammad Ali. Mahirap, huwag niyo sanang sapitin pa yung ganun na magkaroon pa siya ng problema sa kalusugan. Sino pa ba? Yung mga yan, di ba? Lahat naman po talagang nalalaos eh. Michael Jordan, akala natin hindi malalaos. Kobe Bryant, ayun, nagretiro. Pero maganda kay Kobe Bryant, yung huling laro niya napakaganda pa pinakita, pero hindi niya na hinintay na magretiro siya, nalaos na siya. Ano maganda kay Kobe Bryant? The Black Mamba. Ayun lang po, sana nagustuhan niyo yung video na sinare ko po sa inyo. By the way, baka may mga hindi pa nakapag-subscribe dyan. Ito, mag-subscribe na po kayo sa DJ Master Enjoy. Ito po yung channel ko, yan. Nakita nyo, yan po, DJ Master Enjoy. Tapos, pakiclick na rin po yung notification bell. Ayan, yung may bell nakita nyo. Pindutin nyo lang pagpindot para magbabibrate. Tsaka paano nga pala mag-subscribe? Nakikita nyo dyan, pag di pa kayo nakasubscribe, may kulay pula, subscribe. Pindutin nyo lang po yun. Automatic, nakasubscribe na kayo. Tapos, yung bell, pindutin nyo. Tapos, all. Pindutin nyo yung all. Para lagi kayo updated sa mga videos na gagawin ni DJ Master. Yun lang po, okay? Before I end my video, I want to say hi to my friend from Vietnam. Hello, Brother Holy, including your family. And also to my new friend from Dubai, Ma'am Bangs. Support our channel, Kapepang. And also my friend from Tesla Central Office, Jobert Gustilo. Jobert TV Official. And to all my followers and viewers, subscribers, thank you very much for supporting my channel. Ayun po, mga kaibigan. Sana po ay nagustuhan nyo. Hanggang pansamantala nagpapaalam po si DJ Master nagsasabing, laban lang, God bless you all. See you on my next vlog. Baboom.